rain falling here in the tri-state area as we close in on game time at Yankee Stadium. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. The Yankees have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Luis Severino, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Into the box, Jeff McNeil, and we are set for baseball.
Leading off tonight
here this
for
evening.
the Mets, the designated hitter, number 6.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner in there for a base hit.
Obvious pitch recognition right there.
That
low changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Here's Juan Lagares, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
The 1-0 home. This ball will be chopped foul. Lagares, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
The 1-1. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, they're seeing this pitcher well right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found a barrel to the first 2 guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
Now at the plate, Wilson Ramos. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sharp ground ball to third. There's one to Vogt in time for the double play. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and up next the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slapped hard the opposite way, and Gardner there to make the catch. Inning over. Mets strand 1, Mets 0. Yankees coming up. It's crosstown action on Major League Baseball, the show. Noah Syndergaard will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, when you think of the power arms in baseball, this is the first guy you think of. Noah Syndergaard, big, strong guy, throws 89 to 93 mile an hour sliders. That's right, sliders. His fastball, anywhere from 97 to 101 miles an hour. Power fastball, power slider, and a terrific changeup. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
Second baseman.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
All right, Matty, they show up for game 1 of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent homestand where they were only able to squeak out 3 wins, but at the end of the day, the way this team's been playing, 3 wins is a significant positive. So let's see how game 1 of this road trip treats them.
And the throw to first is in time, 1
Batting
gone.
second.
With that, it's
The
time to check
baseman.
out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
Guy continues to swing a hot bat. Hit over 300 last month. We'll see if he can keep scorching here in this one.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third, the right fielder, Brett Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now. First delivery to him on the way. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. Still no score. Back now for the second inning in the Bronx, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course. But, guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
The windup and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Previous history with Luis Severino, an impressive 4 for 7. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Count even at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. And here's a swing and a miss by Cano as he set down on strikes, and there's 1 away.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today.
Batting fifth.
And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Standing in, Michael Conforto. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. At the knees, strike one.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
The 1-1 home. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith. Line drive to center field. Hicks is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Giancarlo Stanton now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
The left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Here's the first pitch to him. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. The 1-0 home. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Inside and low, 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Takes this the other way to right. And the Yankees have their first hit of the ball game. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. The numbers coming in: 278 the average, a dozen home runs, and 25 driven in. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Chopper foul. Stanton stands at second with no outs. Yankee shortstop behind in the count, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. In the air out to center field. Lagares is there, and he has it for the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans.
Gary.
Focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. And over to third now is the runner.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one will track it down. No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with 1 gone. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Fouled away. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, man. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Luke Voigt. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. The average for him at 267 on the year. A dozen home runs and 31 RBIs. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And it's 1-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. To second, there's Cano. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this.
Welcome back to the Bronx, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Yankees this season. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Echeverria.
Now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see, he's right up there, fourth in the AL in that category. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First pitch on its way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given him more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the third inning.
Stepping into the box, Juan Lagares. He singled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
0-1's the count.
McNeil leads off first with one away. And he takes strike two. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Now batting, the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Here's the first pitch to him. Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
And he fouls this one off.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. They trail this one 1-0. Ready now, Aaron Hicks.
Leading off
as we
for
move
the
on to
Yankees,
the bottom of inning number 3.
the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's
Now
got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's the pitch. Pops this one up. Echeverria is calling for it. 1 away.
Now batting,
MLB
the
The Show,
baseman,
your home for
Miguel
Yankee baseball all season long.
Andujar.
As you get a look there at what's on tap for the Bombers over the course of the next 7 days. Ready for another chance? Miguel Andujar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
There to pull it in, Lagares, and there are 2 away now.
now batting, the right fielder, Brett Gardner.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the left-handed hitting Brett Gardner. First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Hicks running from first. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Cespedes. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1. They lead it 1-0. Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
Leading off for the Mets, the left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away. Opportunity now to take a look at some of the future players in the Yankee organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing well in recent action. Next up from New York, Robinson Cano, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Backhanded. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground-out victim. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Striding in, Michael Conforto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Called strike 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Cleanup hitter
leading up for the Yankees,
sent to lead us off in the
left
home half of the 4th inning.
Giancarlo Stanton.
First offering on its way, and this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Into center field, line drive, base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home 4th.
Now
and there you see the Yankees leaderboard as he finds himself 2nd in that category. Digging in, Didi Gregorius. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. On a rope to the second baseman. Quick throw to first. Not in time to get the runner.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Back up the middle. Echeverria's there. A bare hand for one. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings, as that one will retire the side. 1 hit's all they get. We played 4 full. It's the Yankees 1 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Leading off for the Mets.
Thank you, Heidi.
The third baseman, number 4. Jed Lowry.
First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Line to the right side. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, the rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith. Pulled high in the air out to right field. After it is Gardner. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Into the box now, Adeiny Echeverria, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1 and 2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Stanton has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Jeff McNeil. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little earlier.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. He's going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied at 1-1. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They're currently averaging more than a hit per inning, while at the same time, they've yet to strike out a single time. We all know that's a rarity these days, but clearly the bat-on-ball approach is working for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading up for the Yankees,
a base hit in his first
the
trip.
Designated hitter, Gleyber Torres.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. So he's in the second here with the double to kick off the home 5th as he tacks on to his total, currently 3rd best on the Yankee ball club. Digging in for his second at-bat, Luke Voigt. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. And that's out number 1.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher.
Now
you make a good pitch. You blow
fielder,
the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
In now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down 1-1.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team to lead.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He
now
was definitely pitching for it
baseman.
with a runner on third and one out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Into the box now, Troy Tulowitzki, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Shot toward right center. Conforto is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Wilson Ramos.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order. He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of...
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So a runner at first now with one away, and set to stand in the fine second baseman, Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
This is popped up. Sanchez is there, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Conforto. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. First pitch on its way. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Softly hit here to the left side, but little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. Mets leave one. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Digging in once again, Miguel
leading off for the Yankees.
To the plate for him here tonight.
The third baseman,
0 for 2 at this point.
Miguel Andujar.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. Ball and a strike.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
This is on the ground over the first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Brett Gardner.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in Brett Gardner. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And Lowry will put this away for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that one is gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Number 23 for him thus far. And the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
That pitch was grooved right down Main Street. He couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now batting
into the box,
the shortstop,
Didi. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Pitch on the way. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Now here's the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. There's Cano. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point.
Ladies
Jonathan
and
Holder
your
is on the
attention,
pitch
please.
from the bullpen now to start
Now
inning number
pitching for the
7.
Yankees, number 56, Jonathan Holder.
Digging in and looking for more,
Leading off
Jed
with the
Lowry.
bat,
He doubled
the
earlier
third
and carries a
baseman, number
2-for-2
4,
line into this
Jed
appearance.
This thing's
Lowry.
far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Oh, and 2 the count to Jed Lowry. Count remains at 0-2. Struck him out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Now at the plate, Dominic Smith. He's lined out and flied out in 2 plate appearances. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
Here's Echeverria now as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Holder is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Number 6.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Smith leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 0-2. A little roller toward the hole. Scooped up. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Ladies
Mets
and
strand
gentlemen,
1.
please join
They
us
still
for the
trail it here
traditional
2-1.
7th inning stretch. Your attention,
Sewell.
please.
It's the call from the
Now
pen to
pitching
take
for
over
the
on the
Mets,
mound and start the
number
home 7th.
51, Paul Sewell.
Striding into the box, Gary Sanchez.
Leading off for the
Hitting
Yankees,
2 tries so far.
the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen.
One and two to the Yankees catcher. And he got him.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup.
Now that's
Cambio.
the
Listen,
designated hitter.
if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Stepping in now, Torres. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one will track it down. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Sewald has tossed over 30 innings so far this season with a dominant sub-3 ERA. Good by anybody's standards. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning.
The first baseman.
Back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in, Luke Voigt. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Ramos has got it. And the throw to first ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. At the plate, Juan Lagares.
Leading off for the Mets, the center fielder, number 12, Juan Lagares.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. Eighth inning from Yankee Stadium.
Wilson.
Yankees on top in this one at home as you get a look at the line score. So striding in, Wilson Ramos. First offering on its way. Late that time for a strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 1-2. Swing and a liner. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. Oh, no, he can't hold on to it.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Standing in now, Yoenis Cespedes, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Chopper to first, might only get 1, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one will track it down. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Your
Chad Green
attention, please.
is called upon with
Now
2 out in the 8th as he's asked to complete a 4-out save.
Number 57, Chad Green.
Here comes the first pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Fine work there out of the Yankee bullpen. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mets 1. Jerry Familia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now in the box, Aaron Hicks. 1 for 2.
Leading off
He
for the
singled and
Yankees,
struck out in 2 trips.
the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Lagares comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Troy.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Troy Tulowitzki. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Now at the plate, Miguel Andujar. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set, and the pitch. And that's in there for a strike. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Two out, nobody on. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They lead it 2-1. Striding in once again, Michael Conforto. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 1 for 5.
Michael Conforto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout. Yeah. And with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the box now, Jed Lowry. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this will get foul for strike 2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
the first baseman,
For me,
number
check
22.
swings are right there next
Dominic.
to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
In now, Dominic Smith. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Yanks rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Luis Severino gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Noah Syndergaard pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Chad Green gets a 4-out save, his 9th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theShowNation.com.
Our final line score tonight.